What's up, everyone? This is Silver Slayer. I have a great video in store for you guys today. You're going to want to tune into this one. It's a great one. I got some very important stuff to go over first. If you see someone named Silver Slayer in the comments, it looks just like me, the same thumbnail, the same name, and they comment on your comment saying something to text a WhatsApp, it's not me. It's a fake account. Be very careful. Do not respond. Just report them if you can. It's getting out of hand. I've blocked and reported at least 15 fake Silver Slayer profiles, and it's dangerous because I see some of you guys responding thinking it is me, and it's like, oh my gosh, no, it's not me. Here's the thing. I'm trying to handle it. I've hired moderators to do this on my channel, to get rid of these spam things. And if you really want to know if it is me, because sometimes I do reply to your comments, click the profile. In the fake Silver Slayer, it will say 1 subscriber and no videos. If you click my profile, it will say 37,000 something subscribers and hundreds of videos, thousands of videos. That's how you could tell if it's me or not. So if you ever are curious, like this might be him, just click on it. Just click on the profile and you'll clearly see if it's me or not. Now, on that note, we're about to hit 38,000, so I'm about to do my 38,000 subscriber silver giveaway. You got to be subscribed, right? If you're not subscribed, I don't know what you're doing. 38,000 subscribers, I'm giving away silver. 39,000 subscribers, I'm giving away silver. 40,000 subscribers, I'm giving away over $1,000 of silver. You got to be subscribed. I also post daily videos. Another thing, I have a P.O. box now. Links in the description. I'm so excited. I finally have a freaking P.O. box for you guys to send me stuff. If you just want to send a letter, if you want to send silver, if you want to send, anything. It could be anything. As long as it's legal, send it over here. Maybe I'm thinking maybe we could do like every couple months, do like a P.O. box unboxing, and I could read all the stuff, all the fan mail or whatever you want to send me. We can unbox it. I think that would be pretty fun. I've seen other channels do that in the past. Oh, speaking of, with the fake Silver Slayer profile, I've seen it happening on other precious metals channels as well. Junius Maltby just made a long post about it yesterday as well. They're mimicking him as well. So it's not just my channel you got to watch out for. Any YouTube channel you're watching, if it looks like it's the person commenting on your post and it's something sketchy, it's off, they're talking about WhatsApp or anything along those lines, click the profile, make sure it's them first, right? So on that note, and that's also why I want to hit 100,000 subscribers so bad, because when I hit 100,000 subscribers, I'll get that verification badge, and you guys will always know if it's me or not, because you'll see that check mark verifying that it is me. So we have a great video because it's really bullish, and it's really just showcasing what silver's all about. For the future, I hate when people focus on the now and don't put context behind the scene. For example, when everyone was talking about the Reddit short squeeze and how it lasted for 2 days and then things went down, and everyone's talking about, oh, silver failed. And it's like, wait, there's way more to the picture. You can't just look at that one circumstance, that one situation, because regardless, even if that situation didn't happen, silver was still setting up to explode, right? So I have a couple articles I want to go over, silver as a store of value, why analysts are growing bullish on the metal. And this first one we're going to go over talking about how silver is set for more gains. So the link to these 2 articles will be in the description. Let's jump into it. Every trader knows a silver bug who's been diligently accumulating coins and small bars throughout good times and bad, regardless of whether it's up at its highs or down in the doldrums. And that's exactly what we do. Even when silver was $11 in March and everyone's laughing at us, we're still buying it, and we're laughing at them because we're the ones getting it for $11 when they're going to be the ones probably paying around $50 before they start to jump on board, right? So anyways, these individuals invariably cite the diminishing buying power of fiat currency, the need for hard assets, and the historic manipulation of silver markets as the reasons to be stocking up on sterling. Their arguments are generally unheeded, but now in the, this COVID world, many are willing to hear them out, particularly the retail crowd who started testing their coordinated influence over the past year. And it is interesting that over the past year, people finally took, especially silver, as a serious investment. It's not just, some conspiracy theorists with their tinfoil hat, or someone who's trying to be very rebellious. It is serious. And I know that gold has always been deemed as royal, or the metal of kings, or even just a valid type of investment without looking too crazy, especially because banks see gold as money. Silver is really not seen as money. Well, now it's starting to become, but it really hasn't before. But it takes something like the Reddit short squeeze or a global pandemic for people to realize that. And it's crazy, right? I've been posting videos on my channel for 7 years on here talking about why you should be buying silver. And it's not until something like a global pandemic for things, or Elon Musk or something, for people to finally jump on the bandwagon. It just shows how not brainwashed, but how conditioned people are to want to stick to the US dollar. And rightfully so, I guess. So speculators on Wall Street Bets, the subreddit, was rumored to be shifting their attention to the silver market, and that was idea for a silver play, which retail investors buy at physical silver ETFs, silver mining stocks, and began to spread. So on Monday, February 1st, silver futures hit their highest level in 8 years. Obviously, you guys knew what happened with that whole GameStop, AME, all that stuff. Then they went to silver, and it didn't work. But here's the fundamental picture. Fundamentally, the retail crowd seems to have stumbled upon silver at the right time. There are a number of convincing reasons why the broader economic climate may be conducive to higher silver prices. And this is the part that people missed. There's way, way more to the story than just that situation. That could have been the spark of the fuse. We have the Joe Biden administration talking about $1,400 of stimulus going to be passed out, trillions of dollars more excessive spending, plus the solar panels that he's needed in this new green energy revolution, electric vehicles, solar panels, yada, yada, yada. So there's way more to the picture. Not only just that, the weakening dollar, the silver shortage, the gold to silver ratio, something's adding up. It's like a domino effect. The stars are aligning. The perfect storm is here. So conversely, silver's dual status as a safe haven and industrial metal means that it's also likely to find its demand if the recovery narrative plays out. See, it's a win-win. Even if the economy starts to recover, silver is still going to be hugely needed, and demand is probably going to increase even more, because all these things and batteries and photovoltaics and the global economy back at full speed will create further demand. Moreover, silver's manifold uses in green technology means there's a third scenario. The global economy doesn't quite achieve liftoff, but governments heavily subsiding green revolution attempt to create growth. It will most probably lead to silver being in demand. So literally, whatever happens, whether it's terrible, whether we're talking apocalyptic, doomsday terrible, or astronomical recovery, silver, or just a little bit of recovery, whatever happens, silver's going to come out on top. And that's why my name is Silver Slayer, not Gold Slayer. There's a reason for that. Silver is by far the safest, smartest investment. I don't care what you say, not Bitcoin, nothing. Silver is by far the safest, smartest investment, and that's why I have 90% of my portfolio in silver. I do invest into other things to make quick profits and then reinvest that money into precious metals. Yeah, I invest into Bitcoin. Yeah, I invest into some other alternatives, some other cryptos, some altcoins, stuff like that, maybe even stocks. Well, not really anymore, but regardless, I use the profits from that stuff, the immediate, quick cash grab stuff, and then reinvest those profits into silver. People hate on me for talking about Bitcoin and all that stuff. Well, I wouldn't be able to accumulate hundreds of more ounces of silver if I didn't get into that stuff. So what would you rather me do? Just sit there and miss all these opportunities? We have to learn how to adjust and adapt. Can't be stuck in our old ways, or we're going to miss a lot of opportunity, and we are opportunists as investors, and investors have to adjust and adapt. You hear me? So we are in a very tight spot. In the short term, there are many reports coming out from bullion dealers that retail investors have been buying up all available physical silver for delivery. Dealers are reporting running out of inventory, with many now selling for future delivery. So technically, silver also looks as though it may have further to run. In the short term, it appears to have found support around $26 following the Reddit-led mass buying. Zooming out a little, the precious metals' recent move has been no flash in the pan. It's actually been setting higher lows and higher highs since back in November, with the most recent retail-led February spike seeing it setting a higher relation to its August 6th peak, where we saw that $30 silver. All eyes will be now watching a breakout below 26 or a breakout above 28. So we see the supports at 26, resistance at 28. So if it breaks below 26, that's bad news. If it breaks above 28, that's good news. So zooming out even further, I really like this article. They break everything down. They even go to the summary at the end. So zooming out even further, silver's price chart appears to be respecting the 20-week moving average, which itself is currently at its highest level since July of 2013. And that's the July 2016 was $21. That's interesting. I think they got this wrong. Or no, June of 2030. Okay, I thought this was July. Yeah, the July 2016 high of $21 was the last time we saw any high prices. But anyways, if it were to continue to rally from here, the next significant level of resistance is likely to be found at 35, 42, and then 2011 high around 50. Finally, the price of beers have already been tested below the $20 mark both in September and November of 2020. So if we see 35, 42, I can guarantee, actually, if we break above 35, I can guarantee we'll hit $50 within a matter of a week or two. And that's only because last time we saw $35 was when it went to $50. Last time we saw any number above 30, it went to 50 within a couple of weeks. And that's because all eyes will be on silver, especially after this Reddit short squeeze. I'm sure those guys will hop back on the bandwagon. I'm sure other big players, big billionaires were going to be hopping on it. It's going to catch fire, right? This Reddit frenzy just got people's eyes that silver can be explosive. And once they see it start to rise, it's going to be just like it was back then. APMEX is going to be sold out. JM Bullion site's going to be crashing. You're not going to be able to buy silver anywhere. So you might as well get it while it is in stock. So considering that the current market environment has led to many assets testing and exceeding their former highs, and taking into account the possible economic tailwinds that we have outlined above, things could really start to get interesting for silver from here. So in summary, to sum it up, the confluence of rising inflation, a nascent recovery, and increased focus on green tech stimulus, and retail crowd, there's also well on board, all makes silver a precious metal to keep a close eye into, possibly beyond the second quarter. So it's a perfect, that's perfect. They explain it perfect. That was a great article. It got straight to the point, and it really shows the future of why silver has so much potential. Now, this does talk a little bit more about the SLV side of things. The silver exchange traded funds, ETFs. They're talking about the SLV growing more as market participants turn the metal as a store of value. And that's exactly what it is. It's a store of value. You're putting your money into something that has value. Nothing else you can do that with. Not Bitcoin, not nothing. Silver is the only thing that's a store of value. This is the only thing that's literal money. Money is something that cannot be created nor destroyed. It's a medium of exchange. And that's exactly what gold and silver is. Money cannot be created nor destroyed. So that means fiat currency isn't real money because it can definitely be created and it's definitely being destroyed. So, it only makes sense. Fiat currency it's almost like a check, right? When you have a check, you're putting an amount on there and saying that this much is on that paper. That's what a dollar is too. The dollar bill represents that there's a dollar in there, but inflation has happened. So really, that dollar isn't worth a dollar. So a shiny outlook for the illustrious metal, a deluge of retail traders jumping off the GameStop thing into silver. There's high volatility, and that's obvious. So analysts are expecting silver spot prices to remain at or above the top end of this new range through the first half of 2021. And then they're talking about recent spot prices more than $26. The miners cannot rely on those high prices persisting, though, because silver has an average of $18 an ounce. So it really could go both ways. But right now, like the last article said, it's looking higher. Easy monetary policies and the weak greenback are clearly beneficial to commodity prices, particularly precious metals. But there are other reasons to believe that silver will continue shining well into this year. increased adoption of renewable energy resources, right? We're talking about the solar panels, all that stuff. It's a medium of exchange, like I was talking about, a store of value, similar to gold, often removed in response to global macroeconomic factors, including sentiment and speculation, the word I hate the most. So Moody says adding that the price of silver is also volatile because of silver's smaller, less liquid market relative to other commodities. I mean, it's like gold on steroids. So anyways, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of positive news to regain that faith in the silver and remember why we're investing. Sometimes we forget why, right? We get caught up in all the noise, all the speculation, all the stuff that you really shouldn't be listening to as an investor, right? Sometimes we got to get back to the basics. Remember why we started stacking in the first place. Why my name is Silver Slayer and not Gold Slayer. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. Let's get this number to 38,000. I love you guys. Remember, my P.O. box is in the description, and make sure you do not reply, or especially do not text or whatever, those fake Silver Slayer profiles. Thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.